Hello everyone, welcome back. Please comment, rate, subscribe, folks. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watch, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen folks, there's a link tree down below. Has the links to all of my social media platforms. Please go on there, follow me across all my social media platforms and talk to me because I talk back. Also down there as well as the links to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all my YouTube pages, and then turn your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. So with that said and done and put to the side, I've come to talk to you folks today about the New York Jets losing to the New England Patriots 54-13. I'm not joking. I know maybe some of you might have missed the game. I watched it live with the Savages. Salutes to everybody that came and joined the live stream and also called in for the radio show after the game as well. But let me tell you something. This is not a joke. We got beat by the Patriots 54-13. 54-13. You know what the biggest question last week was when we did a show? How the New York Jets were going to look coming out of a bye week, right? Historically, the New York Jets have struggled with that. Rex Ryan, we used to struggle. We'd come out lethargic after the bye week. Todd Bowles, we'd struggle coming out of that bye week. We just looked sleepy. And a lot of people were saying, Robert Saleh and this coaching staff is different. We're going to have a different experience this time. We're going to come out this bye week. We're going to come out strong. It's one of the things I said as well. We were completely wrong. This coaching staff had this team looking like complete zombies out there. They were lethargic. They looked sleepy. They looked completely unprepared for this New England Patriots football team. The coaching in this game, Belichick put on a complete coaching clinic. He could have put a complete coaching clinic together on us. Just absolutely destroyed us. Our coaching was exposed today. Completely exposed. And that's where I want to start. I want to start with the offensive side of the ball first, with the coaching up there. Let me tell you something. Mike LaFleur is horrific. The play calling today was as predictable as you could get. It was predictable. He came out. I was calling out the plays that he was going to run. It was obvious where the ball was going. His play calling was telegraphing where the ball was going. It was mind-blowing. He kept running the same inside zone run consistently, and it was getting sniffed out and destroyed, and he wouldn't stop running it. He wouldn't stop running it. Ran it on a fourth down that turned into a turnover on downs on us. They sniffed it out. He ran it after a touchdown that we had gotten, trying to get a two-point conversion. He ran it again and ended up getting sniffed out. It's like, dude, you've been running this same dang play all day and they found it out. What's the deal? Why do you keep going to it? But he doesn't get it. He also still doesn't understand how to properly utilize offensive weapons on this team, particularly young offensive weapons. Listen, Elijah Moore, still not being utilized correctly within this offense. Only had one catch on the day. That's it. This is only, supposedly one of the greatest wide receivers the Jets have ever drafted, but we don't utilize him effectively. Mims only had one catch and didn't get that first catch until deep in the fourth quarter with like 2 minutes left on the clock. This is insanity. A full-blown bye week. You had 2 weeks to prepare to get this guy in the game and utilize his talents, and you only give him one catch. This is insane. This is scary. The thing that we're playing with Mike LaFleur and his awful play calling is scary. Let me explain to you why. We're in a full-blown rebuild, okay? We're trying to find out who the young, talented players are that we can keep and who the young, players that we should move on from. If you do not effectively understand how to utilize young talent when you're in a full-blown rebuild, if you do not understand how to effectively utilize them within your offensive scheme, we are dead in the water. We'll always be in the fog because we'll be moving on from guys who possibly could work out for us if we utilize them effectively, but we'll never figure out because we don't. That's the reason why we fired Todd Bowles. That's the reason why we fired Adam Gase. We got those guys out of here for these same reasons, and we're seeing the exact same issues here with LaFleur. He doesn't get it. He doesn't understand how to properly game plan. He doesn't understand how to get guys ready, and he doesn't understand how to utilize offensive weapons. We had the same issue in this game that we've had all year. The offense has an extremely slow start. We have yet to score in the first quarter. We still have yet to do that. It's insanity. It's completely insanity. Then you watch, Zach Wilson ended up getting hurt in this game as well. He went down with a knee injury. He got hit the play before that. His leg bent all funny. I didn't think he was going to get up, but he did, kind of shook it off. But then the next play, Matt Judon hit him, and he went down. And, we're still trying to figure out what's going on with that. He's supposed to get an MRI. At this point, while I'm recording this video, There's been some reports swirling that it may be a PCL injury. We'll see if it is. The MRI still has to be taken. So at this point, there's question marks about what's going on and going forward. But after, he went down, Mike White came in and tried his best. But let me tell you something. Even Mike White, we saw the issues there. He had some interceptions as well. This offense is horrific. It's really bad. Like really, really bad. The personnel packages, the uses, the lack of explosion, the lack of creative play calling, it was all there. And we got exposed today. Defensively, Mosley missed the game because of the hamstring injury. He was trying to go today. Earlier, they had him out there. I think there were reports that he was running on the field, but it just didn't feel right, so they sat him. So he didn't play today. This defense looked awful. Awful. And this is usually the strength of the team. This defense usually is what we can rely on. We couldn't rely on it at all. Let me tell you something. The same thing we struggled with in the Titans game and the Falcons game, same thing we struggle with today. Screens. The Patriots just literally lit us up with screen after screen after screen after screen after screen. I mean, it was the same thing over and over and over again, and we got burnt every single time. Jonnu Smith had a day. Hunter Henry was running wide open within our defense at times, making plays as well. That was one of the things that I was concerned about, was this double tight end set. I figured that they would go after us, and they absolutely did. It was insane. And if it wasn't screens that was going on, then it was Bolden coming out the backfield, catching footballs in the flat and taking them for 20, 30-yard gains, scoring touchdowns that way. It was insanity. It was purely insane. I couldn't believe it. And we could not stop it. No adjustments made defensively to stop it whatsoever. Then you got the play of the players out there. Our defensive line was getting manhandled all game. The Patriots were running wherever they felt like it. They had 148 yards rushing on the ground. They just manhandled us up front. So many guys in our defense whiffing, missing tackles, not rapping when they tackle. We saw Sherwood get destroyed like that, not rapping when he was tackling. There were so many guys just having their tackles broken. It was insane. There was just nothing we could do. And there was just no adjustments defensively to try to stop any of that stuff. It was insane. It was insane. This was a complete embarrassment. And don't even get me started on the penalties that we had, helping extend Patriot drives. Calls on third down, helping them get first down, encroachment calls early, helping them get first down. That's continued as well. Just undisciplined football. The New York Jets were a full-blown embarrassment today. Embarrassment. We look like we didn't even belong on the same field as them. And don't even start to talk to me about Belichick continuing to push the ball down the field late in the game when they were up like 40-something, just beating us. Because guess what? We know that that's what he does. We know that he can't stand us, and we know that Bill Belichick at any time that he can put his foot on our necks, he's going to do it. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear no running up the score. We were awful today, and we played terrible. Comment down below and let me know what you folks think. You folks have a good one. Peace.